Well, all right, guys, welcome back. This is your host, 90 Jester. We are playing some more Inside Pitch Baseball. And as promised from the previous episode, I was at the Phillies and Detroit Tigers spring training game today. And so took some more photographs and thought I would show some of them to you guys so you can check them out here. So hopefully I'm going to try and overlay from my desktop here photographs. So hopefully that'll turn out okay. So here it is in Spectrum Field, obviously in Clearwater. This is the home of the Phillies, and that's where the ball stadium is. And basically, we were in the third row on the third base side, about maybe 10 seats or maybe 15 seats back from third base. Third base is kind of like where this guy's head is. So we were on the side where the players come in and do autographs. So I got a whole bunch of pictures of them doing autographs and warming up and doing everything. So that was pretty cool. And so yeah, lots of good pictures. I think I took over 300 pictures. So it was also Alumni Day, so they were honoring some of the old Phillies there. There's Mike Schmidt, and he's going to be kind of important here in a minute because you're not going to believe what happened. But a bunch of the other old uh, Phillies were there as well, being honored today at the stadium. Buchholz was the pitcher today and gave up some home runs there in the first inning. He gave up a three-run homer in the first, and I think a single in the second, I believe is the way it went. It looked a little shaky there. Didn't have his A game there for the Phillies today. And just you can see we're down the third base line looking in, and of course the third base coach would constantly get in the way of my photographs. So shame on him for doing that. He should know better than that. And just some more shots of different players being up. Oh, as a matter of fact, let's go back. This shot here was Upton, and this was the actual pitcher taken as he crushed that three-run home run, actually, that we just talked about in the bottom of the first or top of the first inning. So that was the actual swing that took. Obviously, missed the ball. It was already headed out by that time. So here we go, back in thing here. So that was third or shortstop there, I believe, and so that's right where we were sitting, about the edge of the third, where the uh, grass and the dirt meet, kind of in that back section there. That's kind of gives you a little bit better angle where we were sitting. Pretty good seats, third row back, can't complain. I thought this was kind of interesting because Blanco had a pretty good game. He had awesome play. Unfortunately, you are going to get to see like the end of the play, but this is kind of interesting. You actually see the ball there in the catcher's mitt there. Good eye by Blanco. That was too high, obviously. And I'm not sure who started for Detroit actually pitching today, but you know, then I decided to make a lap around the stadium and just get some shots from different views there, just to try different things, just to see. So here's one from behind home plate there. Pretty good, interesting shot there. It gives you a different perspective from where I was sitting. And then this is over on the left first base side here, looking back in. And this is kind of out in left field, looking down like the first base line ish, kind of similar to that. Yeah, that's kind of, this is more of a zoomed out view of where I was standing. And then here's kind of center field out here. Beautiful, nice ballpark, beautiful day. Nice wind actually, which was beautiful. It kept the humidity down, kept the heat down, and it was real nice. And so here's kind of a here's kind of a zoomed in shot from basically about the same spot I was standing here. And the funny thing is, I'm using my like $350 camera, which takes these awesome, really good photos, compared to my like really expensive camera that doesn't take very good photos. It's probably the lens is it's broken on it, so it doesn't autofocus. It's such a pain in the ass. I don't take it with me anymore. Anyways, here's a play at second base here. I was watching this and actually safe here. And I think that's I believe that's the same player. This is him just a few minutes later. And here's a good play by Blanco. He actually caught like a line drive, and then from the seat of his pants, threw it back to first. There was a man on first, and doubled him up for inning ending double play. So line drive caught, kind of knocked him down on the ground, and then he whipped it over to first and caught the guy. Um, and So that was pretty interesting. Here he is. Here's a guy trying to go from second around, come towards us back to third base, but then he decides about this spot right here, stops, turns around, and head back to second base. And then literally the guy 2 seats down from me won a Mike Schmidt baseball. They were giving away autographed baseballs, and they put your thing on the scoreboard. The seat next to me was actually open, and the seat 2 seats over, the guy actually won this baseball. So he went and got it, and so I'm like, hey, let me grab a picture of it. So I was so close, but missed it by that much. Yep, and there they are on the mound, kind of having a meeting here, talking about things. There's a swing and a miss there. And yeah, just some more pictures here. Here he is coming in, sliding into second base here. Stole first to second. Oh, I actually recorded that one twice. And then we have the Boston Red Sox logo because I actually had to import images into Inside Pitch Baseball for Boston Red Sox and the Philadelphia Phillies. So I decided, since we went to the Phillies game today, we would do game number 2 from the 2015 season, and that would be the Philadelphia Phillies, and they just happen to be playing the Boston Red Sox, who are 0-2 on the young season. Even though this is actually game number 2, I played a Red Sox game, a random game in the middle of the season or whatever it happened to be. So really, Boston's only 0-1, facing off against the 1-0 Philadelphia Phillies, who beat them in the first game. So today, your starting pitchers are Rick Porcello for Boston and Aaron Harang for Philadelphia. And we'll look at each of the batters when they come up. First of all, Aaron Harang. He was 6-5, 4.86 ERA, 172 innings pitched, 189 hits, 108 Ks, and 48 base on balls. Well, facing off today will be Mookie Betts in the number 1 hole, center fielder. He played 145 games, had 77 RBIs, 18 home runs, 21 stolen bases, and a 291 average. Well, let's get the game going. Citizen Bank Park here in Philadelphia. That's -1 for strikeouts, -1 for walks, nothing for home runs. So let's see if we look at the defense for Philadelphia here. Ruff is below average. Galvis is below average. Utley is below average. Howard is below average. Fran Courier is below average. Harang is below average. Revere is average. Ashi is average. And Ruiz is average. So at this point they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps below average. So if everyone had a 3, they would be an average defensive team. In this case, Philadelphia is actually 6 below average. So pretty, for range-wise, if we look at error-wise, 12, 7, 0, 0, 7, 5, 4, 1, and 19. So Ruiz, the catcher, and Ashi in third base. Second, shortstop, Galvis, and right field. Yeah, I would say their defense is not very impressive. There's been some of the teams we actually looked at where their highest error rating was like a 5 on it. We've got a 5, a 7, a 7, a 12, a 19, and an 11. And with the poor range, whew, that's going to hurt. Well, hopefully we won't have to worry about that. We'll see as we get the first pitch underway. It's a 2-6. So against the right-hander Mookie Betts, that's not a strikeout. And a 1-6 is a liner to Ugly
Out.
at second base for the out. Dustin Pedroia. He's batting .500 this season. In real life, he had 93 games, 42 RBIs, 12 home runs, 2 stolen bases, and batted .291 so far. Looks like he's played in 2 games, 4 at-bats, 1 run, and nothing else. So let's see how Dustin Pedroia does. 45. That's going to be a range play at the ballpark. We just talked about all this. So let's see how that comes into play. 1-1. Oh, no. That is going to be a home run for the Smurf. Oh, boy.
Swing and a long drive. This ball is out of here.
And Dustin Pedroia gets a hold of one and cranks it out into center field. And Boston's on the board 1-0, just like that. Aaron Harang gives up a homer. Pablo Sandoval, 126 games, 47 RBIs, 10 home runs, no stolen bases, 245 average. You will notice that Ortiz is not in the lineup. He is not. He's taken a night off for whatever reason. I don't know if he must have a hip pointer or something. But because they're playing in Philadelphia, so there is no DH. I'm used to just having the DH when Boston, but because they're playing in Philadelphia, they have to actually bat their pitcher. That's why they would rather have Sandoval out there than Ortiz, I guess. I guess they don't have like a 0 range for Ortiz. Anyways, Pablo, 44. That's an error and a throw possibility. 32. That's going to be a fly ball to center, so no error. That's a second out. Hanley Ramirez, who had 105 games, 53 RBIs, 19 home runs, 6 stolen bases, 249 average. 55. No strikeout. And 23. That is going to be ground ball to Galvis.
You're out.
Throws it on to first for the ending third out. All right, so Rick Porcello is up for Boston. Let's take a look at his. He was 9-15, 4.92 ERA, 172 innings pitched, 196 hits, 149 Ks, and 38 base on balls. So gives up about a hit, a little bit over a hit an inning, and almost a little bit less than 1 strikeout an inning. And 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. About 1 base on balls about every 6 innings? Is that what that? Probably about 5 1/3 innings. But anyways, he's up against Ben Revere today, batting .500 early in the season with a stolen base. In real life, 152 games, 45 RBIs, 2 home runs, 31 stolen bases, and a .306 average. Let's see what Ben Revere can do here. 52, no strikeout. 42, that's going to be a 10. That's going to be a double. That's going to be a double.
He rocks one to right center field. That'll shoot the gap and go to the wall. And one hops the wall.
One hops the wall, and Ben Revere, first hit, first guy up, first hit of the game. All right, Carlos Reyes, did we look at his stats? Probably not. 86 games, 22 RBIs, 2 home runs, 1 stolen base, 211 average. This is a catcher. Not sure why he's batting second. I would not be having this guy bat second. Oh well. I have to look at these lineups a little bit more before I take the field, I guess. 46. That's going to be a fly ball to left field.
Out.
One out. Chase Utley, who's batting 667. So two out of three are hits so far for him. He has played 107 games, 39 RBIs, 8 home runs, 4 stolen bases, 212 average. 26, no strikeouts. Had a lot of pitcher Ks, but none of them have fallen in the range. 2-6, that's going to be a single in the left field. Ben Revere, very fast, is going to score and tie this game up. So runner advances north. So one thing we didn't look at so far yet is the Boston defense. All right, so Ramirez is extremely bad. Sandoval is really bad. Bogarts is really bad. Porcello is below average. And Betts is average, Pedroia's average, Napoli's average, Hannigan's average, and Bradley is above average. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7 below, and 1 above. So Boston's defense is also 6 below average. So again, average would be if everyone had a 3 stat, which is average in this game. So 1 Ramirez counts as a -2, a -2, -2, that's -6. And 1 for Porcello is -7. You get 1 back for Bradley, who's 1 above 3. So it's a -7 and then a +1. So -6. So both of these teams having some range issues. If we look at the error rating, we got an 8, 6, 10, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 4. So nothing stands out too much other than Sandoval and Hannigan. The others are pretty all respectable. So as far as error ratings, I would say Boston has the advantage over Philadelphia. But of course, that only matters based upon what is rolled. So let's see how that affects everything here in a minute. All right, so we got 1 out. Did we look at Ryan Howard yet? Ryan Howard played 129 games, had 77 RBIs, 23 home runs, no stolen bases, and a 229 average. 1-6. That's a wild pitch possibility. 2 is a wild pitch, and Rick Porcello gives up
Just a bit outside.
I have to double check and triple check everything I do because I know Higher Ground Gaming is going to be watching this, especially since it's going to be a Boston matchup. Big Boston fan that he is, I know. So he's going to be making sure I am not ripping Boston off. So I've got to double check and make sure I don't do anything wrong. So definitely check out his website. Does a great job. Does a lot of I keep saying website, but check out his YouTube channel. He does a lot of inside pitch baseball, a lot of baseball simulations. He's actually put up a couple hockey if you're interested in hockey, which I am. I actually watched his hockey. He's obviously a newbie in hockey, trying to do it, which is fine. But he's helped me out with baseball with some of my pronunciations, and I'm going to help him out with his hockey pronunciations. For me, hockey and baseball, it keeps fluctuating between my number one sport. Sometimes I like hockey better, just slightly better than baseball, and then other times I like baseball just slightly better than hockey. Below those two would be football, and then way, 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 way below that would be basketball or soccer or curling or table tennis or anything else. But number one, it's pretty darn close between hockey and baseball for me personally. But it just depends on the teams and the time of the year. It seems like, especially in March and April, getting ready for the baseball season, I definitely start to pick up on that. But then all of a sudden, April hits, and you got playoff NHL hockey, and really, there's nothing better than playoff hockey. It's probably my favorite of everything, playoff hockey. Um, and then probably playoff baseball, and then the regular season of hockey. That would be my top four, like that. Anyways, where are we? We are Ryan Howard's still up. We just had a wild pitch. We got Chase Utley on second base. He's waiting for another pitch. That is where we are. And this is going to be a range play. This could hurt. This could hurt. 22. That's going to be into center field. Mookie Betts.
Liner into center. Will it stay up?
It stays up. Bounces
Let
off
that
the
ball
wall.
get by him.
Mookie Betts can't make it if roll is less than or equal to the runner advances. Otherwise, they hold. So he is a 5. That is a 4. That is going to be a score for Chase Utley. Again, I got to double check everything to make sure I'm not ripping anybody off here. And Ryan Howard with the RBI here in the bottom of the first inning. It's 2-1. All right, Darren Ruff steps in. He is 106 games played, 39 RBIs, 12 home runs, 1 stolen base, 235 average. Porcello looks a little shaky here in the first inning. That's a 2-2 against the righty. That's a 2-2, and that's going to be against the righty, so that's going to be a ground ball short. Short over to Pedroia for the out. It's not a ground ball double play, but if the roll is greater than the first base runner is forced out of second. So you are forced out.
You're out.
Click here for fielder's choice. There we go. So couldn't turn the double play, and Darren Ruff has got a fielder's choice there. Cody Ashe is 129 games played, 39 RBIs, 12 home runs, a stolen base, and 245 average. Well, let's see how he does against Rick Porcello. 2 outs here, bottom of the first inning, 55. And finally, for the strikeout. But 2 runs on 3 hits and no errors, and Philadelphia takes a 2-1 lead after 1. Mike Napoli, 133 games, 50 RBIs, 18 home runs, 3 stolen bases, 224 average. 36, and Mike Napoli.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
All right, Jackie Bradley here, right fielder, 74 games. What did he do? 43 RBIs, 10 home runs, 3 stolen bases, 249 average. Currently, he's batting .500. 23, air to ground ball possibility. 22, that's going to be a double.
Line drive down the right field line. Slicing toward the corner. Air ball! Off the wall.
And Jackie Bradley's on for a 1-out double.
Everybody clap your hands.
Ryan Hannigan, 54 games, 16 RBIs, 2 home runs, no stolen bases, 247 average. No strategy. 46, and a strikeout for Ryan.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Xander Bogaerts, he is 156 games, 81 RBIs, 7 home runs, 10 stolen bases, 320 average, and 2 outs. Aaron Harang with the pitch, 52, no strikeout. And 36 is going to be a ground ball to short to end the inning. And after the leadoff double, they can't do anything with it. All right, Jeff Francoeur, 118 games, 45 RBIs, 13 home runs, 0 stolen bases, 258 average. Rick Porcello gets the pitch in the windup. And 1-4 is a strikeout.
The swing and a miss. He struck him out.
So that's his second strikeout, second in a row, actually. Freddie Galvis, 151 games, 50 RBIs, 7 home runs, 10 stolen bases, 263 average. Freddie Galvis. 6-6. Uh-oh, range play. This could hurt. 1-1. That's to right field. Their only good defender.
And a high shot down the right side.
And Bradley makes it easy.
Boy, he had to cover a lot of ground to make that grab.
Makes it look easy. All right, Aaron Harang, the pitcher here, who had 28 games. He actually had scored 4 runs, 167 average. 62. Oh, wow. He gets the home runner, but no chance of a home run. It was a nice low roll, too. So, Aaron Harang, 62. That's going to be a ground ball to Pedroia.
You're out!
Have you picked your designated driver for this evening?
Top of
Please
3,
remember
still
to
2-1
drink
Philadelphia.
responsibly.
Rick Porcello batting. He is a nothing. Never batted in his life. Doesn't even know how to hold a bat. 52. Yep.
The swing and a miss. He struck him out.
All right, back to the top of the lineup. Mookie Betts 0 for 1. 46 and nope. 36. That's going to be a single. Pass Galvis. Pass the shortstop. Dustin Pedroia, who's 1 for 1 with the home run. Error possibility. Oh, look at this. We have a single to Utley. Let's see how this plays out. 20 is no error. Does he take the single away? No, he does not take the single away. So it's first and second, 1 out.
Everybody clap your hands.
Pablo Sandoval, 0 for 1 today. 53, uh-oh, this is going to hurt. Range play again. 44, single into left field.
Swing and a fly ball left field.
But he makes the catch.
Terrific play.
All right, so, yeah. What do we have here? First and second. Still 2-1 ball game. 2 outs. Top of 3. Mookie Betts on Boots. Mookie Betts. So if you try to say Mookie Betts really fast, you get Boots. Mookie Betts is on second. Dustin Pedroia on first. Hanley Ramirez up. Aaron Harang with the sign, the delivery, and the pitch. And that is going to be a grounder to Utley.
You're out!
And an out for Boston, ending the inning. 2 hits, no runs, no errors. And bottom of 3, Ben Verveer, 1 for 1 with a double, scored a run. 44. 65. That's going to be a 5 ball to right.
Out!
Carlos Reyes, 0 for 1 today. 1-5. No strikeout again. 1-2. Ball to short. Pedroia makes it over to first. Chase Utley, 1 for 1 with an RBI and a run. 4-1. And against the left-handed Chase Utley, and the 1, and guess what? Porcello with the pitch, and Chase Utley takes this one deep, deep, deep and gone.
Big mojo.
Big mojo. Right field and out. And they Philadelphia extends their lead 3-1 here at the bottom of the third. Ryan Howard steps in. 1-for-1 with an RBI. 26. And Ryan Howard
He
strikes
struck him out.
Well, after 3 complete, 3-1 Philadelphia as they score a run on 1 hit there. Single shot by Chase Utley. Batting in the top of the 4th will be Napoli, Bradley, and Hannigan. Mike is 0-for-1 with a strikeout. 2-3. Aaron ground ball possibility. 4-5. It is going to be a G6. No error.
You're out.
Shortstop Galvis makes a good play and gets it over to first for the out. Jackie Bradley, who's 1-for-1 with a double. 24. He is going to be a blank against the lefty. 23 is a ground ball back to the pitcher.
You're out.
And Aaron Harang 0-for-1 with a strikeout. 21. No. 61. That's a ground ball to Utley.
You're out.
Over to first, and the side is retired. Bottom of 3, 3-1 Philadelphia. Porcello is back on the mound. He'll be facing off against Darren Ruff, left fielder, who is 0-for-1. 0-for-1 today. 1-6. Wow, pitch, foul ball, roll again. 1-6. And guess what? It's going to be the same result. That's a foul ball. 1-3. There you go. Looks like a single. S1 single.
Everybody clap your hands.
That's the pitcher. And Cody Ashe will come up, third baseman. He is 0-for-1 with a strikeout. 24. And make that 2
He struck him out.
1 out. Jeff Francoeur. He is 0-for-1 with a strikeout. Make that 0-for-2. Freddie Galvis, shortstop, 0-for-1 today. 62, home run possibility. Oh, just missed it, folks. That was headed out. And it ended up going foul. 2-4. That's going to be a fly ball to left field.
Ow!
No runs, 1 hit, no error. Still 3-1 Philadelphia. Top of 5. Bogarts here, 0-for-1. Uh-oh. Home run possibility on 1, 2, or 3. It's a home run. It is a home run. Xander Bogaerts, who only hit 7 home runs in the regular season, has got himself here in game number 2.
Holy cow! Look at this one!
Look at that one. It's gone. And Boston cuts into the lead there. 3-2 all of a sudden. Rick Porcello, is probably too early to pull him. He'll bat, I guess, see what happens. 64, and he'll strike out to
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Mookie Betts, who is 1-for-2. 21. 1-2, ground ball short.
Ow!
And finally, Dustin Pedroia, who's 2-for-2 with a home run, an RBI, and a run. And no strikeouts. 55. This time it's a ground ball too short.
Out!
All right, Aaron Harang, bottom of 5. Is he going to stay in? Probably. We'll go ahead and pitch to him there. 1-1. That's up here. Our error possibility. 45. That's going to be to third base, Sandoval, who's got a 10. Sandoval, the big panda, makes a good play, though. No error on Sandoval. for the out. Ben Revere, who is 1 for 2 with a double and a run. 52. 52. Yep, that is a strike. Carlos Reyes. 21. A range play at the ballpark. Uh-oh, this could hurt. 25. Grounder to Sandoval. Yep, this is going to hurt.
Hard ground ball.
Moving over for it, and it's past him.
Everybody clap your hands.
Oh, 2-out single there. Is it going to end up hurting him here as Chase Utley comes back up, who's 2 for 2 today? A home run and 2 runs and 2 RBIs. I guess they're going to pitch to him. 65, and this time they...
The swing and a miss, he struck him out.
All right,
Be sure to visit our concession stands.
Still 3-2 Philadelphia. Pablo coming up, who made a great defensive play in the last inning. 3-5. This time he
Walks, and that wasn't close.
And it wasn't even close. Hanley Ramirez. 0 for 2 today. 2-6. No strikeout. 6-6 grounder to short. Over to Utley. On to Howard. Nope. Can't quite get Ramirez, but they do get the force out at second.
You're out!
Fielder's choice. So Hanley Ramirez runs down the line before they can double him up. Mike Napoli 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 1 out, 2-6.
Swing and a miss, he struck him out.
All right, Jackie Bradley 1 for 2 with a double. 21 and struck.
Swing and a miss, he struck him out.
So the single to the walk just to Pablo Sandoval doesn't end up hurting him there. All right, what do we have here? Bottom of 6, Ryan Howard. 2-4.
Strike, great call.
Darren Ruff, who is 1 for 2 today. 6-4. 64. And a 62.
Ow!
Grounder back to the pitcher. 2 outs quickly. Cody Ashe, third baseman. And that was a
struck him out.
inning. Very quick inning. All right, so top of 7. Aaron Harang's getting a little tired. 35. Looks like he's going to be having to be pulled here shortly. 46. It's a fly ball to left.
Out!
Bogarts, who's 1 for 2 with a home run. He's going to pitch to him again. He got to him last time. Oh, my God. Did he just do it again? He just did it again. He just freaking did it again. Xander Bogarts. Wow. The first thing I looked at it was, before I rolled was, he doesn't have much chance of getting a home run. Well, guess what, folks? Oh, I didn't need to roll that. It's straight off of the card.
Fly ball, deep to left field, hooking down the line, gone! Towering fly ball.
Absolutely unbelievable. And Xander Bogarts is carrying this team on his back today. Wow. They're not going to be bringing Porcello. So let's look at some averages. And again, I'm just going to ignore anything that, unless they played 40 games or more, they're not going to be on the starting day roster. Brock Holt would be, though. Brock Holt's going to come in and pinch hit. Aaron Harang is officially tired at this point. But he wants to get through this inning. We both want him to get through this inning. 3-2. Wild pitch. Nobody on base. 2-2. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, good. He's only got a 1 or 2 for a home run. Is it going to be? No, it's not. 42. 42.
You're out!
All right. Aaron Harang. He's still got a 3 on his effectiveness. I mean, he's pitched well, but it just so happens. 2-2. Oh, no. Oh, no, not again. Jeez. Mookie Betts. No. 6-1. And that was... We're going to go with Matt Barnes coming in. Matt Barnes is coming in to face Jeff Frankauer. 3-3 ball game, bottom of 7, 2-3, sorry, 2-3. That is going to be nothing. 44. That's going to be a ground ball to Napoli.
Out!
For the out. Freddie Galvis. Over 2 today. Come on, Freddie. Let's see if you can do something here. Uh-oh, range play. This could hurt. This one's going to go to Sandoval again. 1-5. I'm sorry, 1-4 is... Oh, no, 1-5. That is Sandoval.
Hard ground ball.
He failed.
Moving over forward and it's past him.
Well, Aaron Harang, that's why we wanted to get him through the inning, was because we didn't want to waste a pitcher just for a couple outs. Get him through that last inning, then we can replace him now with the batter. Here? No, here. Okay. Let's look at some averages. Herrera. We saw Herrera play today. If you looked at my photographs at the beginning of this. Abdul Herrera coming in. Lefty versus righty matchup. 1-5. Oh, range play again. This could hurt. This could hurt. 3-5. And this time it's going to go to left field. Ramirez.
Swing and a fly ball left field.
He fails.
Moving over forward and it's past him.
And if roll is less than or equal to, the runner advances. 2-3, so he's going to advance. 1. All right, so first and third, 1 out. 2 range plays in this inning, and the bottom of 7th is hurt Boston here. What kind of special strategy do we need to do? Anything? Probably not. We got Ben Revere up, who's 1 for 3 with a double, a strikeout, and a run. 46. Uh-oh. Good thing he's a lefty, or that would have been a possible home run, especially with the 20 there. Or no, that would have worked the opposite way. Yep. So 20 would have been okay. 46 ground ball to Pedroia. And yes, he's going to try and score. Will the defense try for the home and out or for the second to first double play? Ooh. Either way, I don't think they're going to get it. Freddie Galvis is too fast. He's going to score unless they roll a 6. And the ground ball double play is only going to be a 1. If they throw home, though, he's a 5. Then there would be first and second. Yeah, they're going to have to try for the double play. Let's see what happens. So he is going to score. Force him out.
You're out!
And then this is a fielder's choice. Okay. So Philadelphia took the lead back, but they got them out. Tried for the double play, couldn't quite get it. Oh, they want to try a steal here. All right, let's do it. And Hannigan throws him out. Caught stealing. Ends the inning. Let's see who's got Boston. Righty, lefty, righty, righty. So Gomez is going to come in. Jamar Gomez comes in to face Dustin Pedroia here. 4-3, top of 8. 32. 34. That's going to be a single for Pedroia. He's just not very fast. His short little legs can't carry him that far. Pablo, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. Let's take a look at, do we have anybody that possibly is any better in third base? That obviously played more than like 1 or 2 games. Because they're only a 25-man roster. I don't know why we have access to all these players right off the bat. If anyone knows, let me know. Higher Ground Gaming, that's a question for you. I know that you check the boxes at the beginning that says, use player roster and use all players or something. I don't know, but anywho. Travis Shaw. He's got actually a defensive 3. He's a lefty. You know what? Travis Shaw, he had 226 at-bats. Batted 207, 13 home runs. Travis Shaw is going to come in and replace Sandoval. All right. Let's see if this works out. The manager here is 66. That's a blank. 42. That's going to be a fly ball to right field.
Out.
For the out. All right. Hanley Ramirez. 0 for 3 today. No 6-4 and struck out. And even though he's only got a 6, doesn't strike out much.
Swing and a miss.
Especially
He
against
struck
righty.
him out.
But that time, Jamar Gomez gets him. Mike Napoli 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. We're gonna leave him in. 32. There's a lot of blanks on this guy's card. 46. That is going to be a fly ball to center field.
Out.
All right, Matt Barnes looks a little tired there. Looks a little tired. We got a righty and then 2 lefties. So we're going to bring in Ichiri Tazarwa is going to come in and pitch to Carlos Reyes. Reyes is 1 for 3 today, and make that 1 for 4. Now Tazara is coming out with the 2 lefties coming in, and Bobby Ross is going to come in. Bobby Ross is coming in to face the lefties. Chase Utley, 31. Oh, ballpark. Chase Utley already has a home run today. 1-4. Oh, not this time. That's going to be a fly ball to center field.
Ow!
Ryan Howard, another lefty. 32. Wild pitch, nothing. 1-4. Error to ground ball possibility. 4-1. That's going to Shaw. Remember, Sandoval was there with a 10 error rating. That was a good defensive substitution now, I bet. Thank you, me. Uh, 5. Why is Pedroia highlighted? Oh, it's a star 5. Oh, I thought that was, sorry. I thought that was position number 5. All right, so it is a G4 Pedroia, who actually, Pedroia, Smurf Boy, drops it on the ground. And that gets Howard aboard. You could run for Howard, but Darren Ruff, 1 for 3 today. 1 for 3. He's playing left field. Nope, I guess he'll stay in there. Remember, in the beginning of the game, in the beginning of the season, you have a 25-man roster. Of those 25, 13 are going to be pitchers, 12 or 13. That leaves you either 12 or 13 players. 9 of them start the game. So you only actually have 4 players that you can bring in off the bench at the beginning of the season. And then that's it. So, I mean, it looks great if you're playing September baseball where you can make these changes because your roster goes up to like 40 man. But in the beginning of the season, you only have like 4 extra players. You can't be swapping, you know, players in on every at bat. So I'm just going to leave Darren Ruff in there. 33. That's a nothing, right? Yep, that's a nothing. All right, Darren, what can we do, buddy? That's a ground. Oh, he's a lefty. That's going to be a single, actually. See, I was going to run for Ryan Howard, but because he's so slow, and what I just said, I don't want to. You can't be replacing guys in April, May, June, July with, pinch runners or anything like that. And this is like dire situations. Well, first and second, bottom of 8. If they could get on the board here, well, they were willing to face Ruff because they want to get Bobby Ross up against Cody Ashe. I think that's a good matchup. Lefty-lefty. He doesn't hit much home runs against lefties. So we'll see. 61. Oh, no. No hit by pitch, though. 42. And that's against the lefties, a single. And Ryan Howard is going to come in. Second home, 2-6. It is going to score. First to third is not going to happen. And, again, with the pitchers in the beginning of the season, you only have 25. 12 or 13 of those are going to be pitchers, but 5 of those are starters. So you only have like six bullpen guys. We've already pulled in, I don't know how many. Let's view. If we look at the box score, no, that's not what I want. If we look at the stats, we've already pitched 4 guys. So, I mean, in reality, we're only going to have like 1 or maybe 2 more guys in the bullpen than even come in. Maybe 3 max. So, I mean, pulling this guy with the lefty-lefty matchup, now it is the bottom of 8th, so now we got a couple righties coming up. But we can't just replace a pitcher for every single time somebody comes up in the beginning of the season. It's just it's not realistic. And it doesn't show this well inside pitch. Baseball doesn't show this well because it gives you like every player that's been on their team the whole season. So, but Robbie Ross is out. Actually, wait a minute. Back to the game. This guy actually doesn't hit many home runs against lefties, and he strikes out more against lefties. So maybe we leave him in. Leave him in. 21. Well, he does walk a lot more than against lefties, which is one thing I did.
Walks, and that wasn't close.
All right, Robbie Ross. What do we got? A switch hitter. So this guy doesn't hit any against left-handers. Load the bases, 2 outs. They got the lefty. Oh, he'll actually be hitting right-handed, but he'll be going up against the left-handed pitcher, though. So 0 home runs. 63. No strikeout. 55. Ground ball. Out! Do I need to make any adjustments to the pitcher's earned run stats?
Remember to get your copy of the souvenir program.
Robbie Ross let in a run. There was an error. Who? I can't even remember who the error was on. Oh, Ryan Howard, safe on error by second baseman Dustin Pedroia. So Ryan Howard did come around to score. So that wasn't, yes, the game got it right. It was not an earned run. Good. All right, so bottom of top of 9, 5-3. And Philadelphia is ahead. Oops, I need to take out, this guy and bring in the closer. Jonathan Papelbon is coming in the game here to try and close it out. He's a right-hander, hard-throwing right-hander. Jackie Bradley. Well, they like this matchup. He's 1 for 3 today with a double and a strikeout. There's probably not much on the base. Again, I'm not going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 guys. See, this shows us guys that only played 3 games. Jimmy Weeks, Jeff Menaki only played 3 games. Garen C. Chinning only played 2 games. This guy only played 26. This guy only played 41, 25. So these are probably late season call-ups or something. They're not going to be with the team the whole season. They're not going to make the 25-man roster. So I hate using these players because it's like semi-cheating. It's like breaking the system, if you know what I mean. So I want to use players that played like 80 or more games. So if you look at that, we have, Ortiz. He can only play first base, so damn. Well, we'll save Ortiz in case someone gets on, because obviously he's going to come up to hit, and it's not going to do any good to do a 1-run home run. He needs to get a 2-run home run. So let's just go back to the game. I think, Jackie Bradley. He plays right. Shane Victorino. He played 71 games. Maybe on the 25-man roster. Maybe. But, his stats aren't any better than Jackie Bradley. So let's give Jackie Bradley a shot at it. 2-2. Oh, he just missed the home run. Wow. Unfortunate for Boston. 55, and that's going to be against the righty. Is going to be a ground out for 1 out. All right. Ryan Hannigan, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Now, I can understand replacing this guy because, he's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. catcher, he played a whole 84 games. Shane Leon only played 41 games. At this point, we can't even look at like. No. Bring in Jamel Weeks. Bring in Jamel Weeks, best average. He's a switch hitter. Papelbon with the windup and the pitch. Ooh, strikeout. Bogarts, 2 for 3 with 2 home runs, 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Been the man for Boston today. Let's see if we can at least get a single, get on, and then we can bring in Ortiz. Ortiz can have another one of his wonderful moments. No strikeout. 41. That is going to be a ground ball to shoot, and that's going to end the inning. End the game with another defeat for Boston as Philadelphia wins. Phillies. Looks like they didn't spring training today. That was a good game. I think it was well played, very interesting as usual. You know what really hurt, and we talked about it in the beginning, was the range and the errors for the teams, and they came back to bite Boston in the ass in the seventh inning? Where Sandoval missed, let's see, play-by-play. Sandoval missed several range plays in a row. Yeah, Freddie Galvis singled past third base. Freddie Galvis, let's see. I think it was seventh inning. Anyways, I think, with those stats, both Philadelphia and Boston could be in trouble this year with those ranges. All right. Well, again, I don't feel like if we go into the what is it? Is it status? Yeah. If we go into this, I don't feel like it's fair to kind of bring in like 8 pitchers. In the first game of the season or second game of the season, you're only going to have 25-man roster. You might make a couple moves, maybe bring in 1 or 2 pinch hitters, maybe bring in 1 or 2 relievers, and then maybe a setup man and a closer. But you don't have like 8 pitchers you can bring in to just substitute all the time in the beginning of the season. So I just think if having access to all those players makes it look like, hey, you should be bringing in a lefty to face the righty, and he's gonna lower ERA and blah blah blah. Well, that lefty probably isn't even on the team right now because there's only 25 guys that are on the team. So that's my take at it. So I just don't feel it's right to be kind of breaking the system by bringing in all these people. Let me know what you think. I'd be interested to hear. So we had Boston, Pedroia with a home run, Bogarts with 2 home runs. That was all their runs, was 3 home runs, single home runs. Chase Utley hit a single home run as well. So 4 home runs, all of them were 1-run home runs. Great, fine game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts, comments below. We'll see you next time.